Okay, we're in a weird spot today. This is like the quietest spot in the house. I can't find quiet anywhere these days. I'm just aching for some quiet. Can't record without noise. There's noise everywhere for whatever reason. So what this video is I did a keto recipe. Not just a keto recipe, but a Disney keto recipe. That's right, a Disney keto recipe. Snack. So what is this, do you ask? It is a churro. So you're getting a keto-friendly churro recipe, and it's gluten-free. I know what you're saying. What? Gluten-free churro? Keto? Gross. Don't knock it till you try it. Granted, I've never had a churro before because I'm allergic to cinnamon. So not only is this churro keto-friendly, gluten-free, it's also without cinnamon, but I used cocoa powder and nutmeg instead. My kids weren't crazy about it. I tried it. They tasted kind of like funnel cake to me. I've had funnel cake before. That's what it tasted like to me. I used coconut flour and almond flour. So without further ado, here's what I did.
So let's get started with the recipe and all the ingredients you need. I already have them right here all measured out. So I'm just going to go over them. I'm not going to tell you what brands I use because you can actually see this right here. But you need 3/4 a cup of almond flour, 1/4 a cup of coconut flour, 2 tablespoons of unflavored whey protein. I believe mine was actually vanilla. 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum. I can't speak, but xanthan gum. It's just to make it kind of stick together. 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 4 tablespoons of whatever kind of sweetener you want to use. I use stevia, however you say it. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of water, and 2 eggs. For your cinnamon coating, if you're using cinnamon, it's 1 tablespoon of sugar or your substitute, which would make this keto, and then 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. I use nutmeg instead because I am allergic to cinnamon. Additional ingredients are 4 to 5 cups of oil for frying and 1/4 a cup of melted chocolate, optional for dipping. So let's get started. So as you saw just a few seconds ago, I went ahead and heated up the oil to about 350. You want it pretty warm. Here I am now adding the dry ingredients. So in a small bowl, we're mixing together a tablespoon of cinnamon or nutmeg if you're, allergic to cinnamon, and your sugar or artificial sweetener, and you want to use that for your dusting. So you'll be setting that aside. Which is what you see right here. In a large bowl, you want to whisk together your coconut flour, your almond flour, your whey protein, and your xanthan gum. I hope I'm saying that right, xanthan gum. So you're just whisking all that together. So then in a small saucepan over low-medium heat, add in butter, your sweetener, vanilla extract, and water, and stir constantly. The butter and sweetener will melt down after about 2 minutes. Do not let the ingredients boil, as this will make it caramelize. It'll make it turn it into caramel. I bet that'd be pretty good though. So you then want to pour the butter mixture into your flour mixture and stir. Add in the eggs and mix until you get a thick dough-like batter. You then want to add the batter into a piping bag or a cake decorating tool, and then squeeze the batter out in 4 to 5 strips into the oil and lay flat and let fry up for about a minute. Yeah, not so much. Turning the churros in the oil as needed to evenly fry. Okay, so my rendition of this is there was no way for me to get 4 to 5 inch strips for one, like of churros. They were all different sizes, and the batter was actually really thick in the piping tool. So maybe I needed a wider opening of the piping tool, or maybe I just did it wrong. I don't know. I mean, they turned out fine, but I will also say that I definitely did not leave these in the frying pan in the oil for 1 minute, because I left one in for like 15 seconds and it burnt. So it was literally right after I dropped them in, I took them out. Like it was drop in, take out, drop in, take out. So like seconds in there, and then they were made. So the next part says, remove the churro from the oil and place on paper towel to soak up the extra oil. While hot, sprinkle the cinnamon sugar mixture over the churro. So here's also where I kind of did it oopsie poopsie, is I waited until I had all of the churros done on the plate. And well, I mean, yeah, they cooled off because it took me forever to pipe that stuff out of there into the oil pan. So, or oil, whatever you want to call it. So they didn't exactly stick as much to the churros as you would think, but that's probably okay too, considering it felt like the chocolate. Oh yeah, I used chocolate, cacao or cocoa powder too, since I was using nutmeg to give it a little extra flavor. It didn't, but it's okay that it didn't stick as much as I would expect, because there was so much of that powder that I felt like it smothered them. So I don't know if this would be considered a fail or not. They turned out pretty decent, but they made the house stink because of the oil, and I felt like I couldn't get the smell out for days of the house. And it didn't burn, well, besides that one churro at the beginning, but it just smelled like a fried place. Like, you know, you walk into, I don't know, wherever they fry foods a lot, it smelled like a grease pit. It smelled like a grease pit. Oh, that sounds kind of like gross though, smelling like a grease pit. It wasn't gross per se. It was kind of just, it just smelled greasy, like when you go into a greasy restaurant or something. Yeah, it wasn't a pleasant scent. Moving on. If desired, melt chocolate chips in a microwave for 15 seconds. If for second intervals until fully melted to serve alongside your churro. Enjoy the keto churro while warm. Yes, you want to eat them while they're still pretty warm. Not blazing hot, obviously, but decently warm, because I will say that once they cooled off, they kind of tasted stale. So, yeah. So the nutrition information for this is it's supposed to make 16 churros. It probably made more than that because they were so small. Serving size is 4 churros per serving. Calories is 231, so kind of high. Also, I probably added some calories by using the cocoa powder. Total carbohydrates are 17 grams, but with 5 fibers. So it brought down those to about... and the alcohols are 9 grams. So your net carbohydrates are 3. Total fat 16 grams. Total protein 15 grams. So yeah, that's about it. And to give you if you want to go find the directions for this yourself, rather than going off of what I'm saying, you can go to Hip2Keto. It's HIP, the number 2, keto.com, and look up keto churros. It's easy keto churros, inspired by Disney's recipe. So you can go look that up. I'm actually looking at the pictures right now, and their churros don't look really much better than mine. So, yeah. But I don't really consider this a fail. I actually think it turned out pretty good. The churros, I'm not a big fan of fried food in general, but they did turn out pretty decent. They're not terrible by any means. I probably won't make them again, because I swear I think I like pulled a muscle in my arm when I was making these. So yeah, Yeah, I probably won't make them again, but if you want to, you can. So that's all I got.
All right, guys, that was it. That was the video. If you're interested in the keto churros, let me know. Leave a comment down below about what you think. It looks like I kind of burned a couple of them because I didn't realize that they fry so quickly. But I don't fry things, so having to fry stuff seems kind of weird to me. But anyway, I hope you guys like this Disney-inspired keto churro. And if you like things like this and you want to see more of it, please let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.